everybody. Happy Tuesday. Big waves to you. You guys came in spicy this morning. Got me fired up. I needed it. It was a late night last night. Late night last night. So, gonna congratulate my son and Miss Olivia. So they got engaged last night and it was a big celebration. And so anyway, it was late. I was taking out the trash late, just so everybody knows. All right. Well, the Janet from Idaho. It's her birthday today. So everybody give Janet big, big love in the chats and the comments. And for everybody, a little quiz today, since we talk about Idaho and Idaho potatoes. Does potatoes grow in the ground or do they grow in trees? Put your answer in the comments. Andrea, do you know this? We're working on her farming skills. Okay, I'll let you read the comments. All right. Okay. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody this morning. What are you laughing at, Andrea?
I completely did not follow you, not even one bit. So,
You
yeah,
did?
I got lost in that conversation.
Okay, so sorry. So sorry. Karen Hill's probably sending you a message trying to give you a little tip in your text message, like in the ground, in the ground. All right. Good to see everybody. And the word for today, I'm going to be quick because I've been 4 minutes in right now, is volatile. Volatile. Now, if you looked at my day yesterday, it was a little volatile. And I was trying to do like I was trying to do the sales thing, not tell anybody, like I had everything going as I'm cleaning, Windexing, doing all this stuff. And so the day was a little volatile, right? Till, well, 1 o'clock this morning. So Andrea called me. She said, "You good for the coach's corner? And how do you feel?" I said, "Hungover in a good way, right? Like I feel a little, whew. All right." But volatile was my day yesterday. And volatile means likely to something to change suddenly, like unpredictable, dramatically. It can describe emotions, situations, markets, um, relationships, and they just change quickly, abruptly. So it doesn't mean it's got to be a bad thing, and sometimes it is a bad thing. So volatile is things that change rapidly. Now, let me ask you this. Are you a person that likes change, especially quick change? Andrea, I'll answer this for you. No, two letters. No. So it's okay if you're that person that don't like quick change or volatile things. But we got to understand the word volatile, right? Because it doesn't matter relationships, it does not matter if it's business, our investments, our finances, like our spiritual walk, everything has moments of volatility. So why is understanding it so important? Because we're going to have it. Odds are about three-fourths of us are going to have it today in one of the areas of our life. So life's full of those moments. Think about this, the rise and fall of the stock market. Pat Ogden, why couldn't that thing just go straight up, never come down? What? Come on. Some of you invest in cryptocurrency. Why can't it just all the way just climb to the top, never turn around? Why does why does our gas tank have to get empty? Why can't it just stay full? We could spend all day asking ourselves these questions, but the reality is things rise and they fall and they rise again. If we, Tim, stay in motion, we got to stay in the game. It's like the Hunger Game, right? Just because you got to one round don't mean you can just slow down, right? If you do, you might get a bow and arrow or an arrow in the back, right? So you got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. So circumstances change, emotions swing, right? There's somebody that's going to call us today and they're going to be on top of the world. There's somebody's going to call us today and they're going to be a little bit in a bad spot. It's just the way it is. Emotions change. And people's opinions can shift, right? Now, unless you're Alan Schultz, his opinions never shift. Say the same. No, I'm kidding. We all our opinions shift. So here's the deal. The key isn't avoiding volatility. It's going to happen. It's learning how to stay steady in the moments of volatility. And I was sharing this morning, like just thinking about this. I thought, and it goes along with yesterday, foresight. I can be really good in moments of volatility in some areas of my life and be really bad at other areas of my life, right? And it's okay, don't beat ourselves up. We're not perfect, but we got to learn those other areas. I need to learn other areas of my life where I handle volatility better. You put me on the football field, 4th and 1, you're like, man, Brent has got this thing. Like he's so under control because it was years of handling volatile situations. He's clapping in moments where they're like, why is he not screaming and hollering, right? So you might look at me there and go, man, he's got it under control. But in other areas, you're like, this guy is nuts. He is so volatile. So my point being is we got to develop emotional maturity of volatile situations in different areas. Some people freak out over finances. If their finances deal, they're out of control, volatile. Doesn't help the situation. Some people, when their finances deal, they get super calm, like 4th down and 1, and they put a plan of action together. So I challenge you this as I turn it to Andrea, and what is think about your emotional state at different areas of your life and go, okay, where can I get better? Where can I get better at these situations? And it might even take, like I said the other day, it might take some self-development in that area of your life. Maybe it's relationships, maybe it's finances, maybe it's your business where you handle those things better. All right, Andrea. So sorry, left you limited time.
I thought that was perfect. I thought that was a great lesson. And I've never looked at volatile. I don't know. I've never looked at it this way. I always thought that I thought of it as kind of a personality trait, right? Oh, they're just a little bit volatile. Like we can't trust them in a crisis because like, ooh, got to tiptoe around. But I love when you talked about, you know, I might be super calm in this space and a lunatic over here and somewhere in between over here. And it's just situational and we can learn in all situations. So I love it. I thought this was a really great lesson and I'm excited to sing to Janet. So we're going to try to go through this really quickly. The quote that I found was by Robert Jordan and he said, "The oak fought the wind and was broken. The willow bent when it must and survived." And I think that kind of sums up this word where sometimes we can be really rigid and maybe really volatile, we break, but sometimes we can bend and we can manage those difficult situations a little bit better. So, what I looked into was what do we do when life feels volatile? Like, what do we do in this situation when everything feels a little wild and we want to be more centered? So, and I'm going to do this as fast as I can. So, one, stay anchored to your values, not your feelings. So feelings come and go. Feelings are valid. Feelings are important. Let's respect them. Let's honor them. Let's give them the space, but let's also not let them control our decisions. Stay anchored in what truly matters, our values, and then we can work through the feelings as we need to. Two, gather information before we're making big decisions. Anybody sometimes make a really big decision based on no facts. I have definitely done this and it does not typically go well. So gather that information first before you make a big decision. Two, or excuse me, three, don't let temporary emotions create a permanent consequence. We've all seen horrible situations when that's happened. So realize some things are temporary, but the way we react to them could be permanent. So make sure that we don't let that happen. Four is focus on what we can control and release what we can't. Five, keep your routines even when life feels uncertain. So just know that no matter what, you're going to floss and brush your teeth before you go to bed, even if the day's crazy. And we can have these small moments that we just keep our routines. We know we're going to do what we need to get done, even when life is a little bit rough. Six is avoid spreading panic, fear, or gossip. So maybe we're feeling big feelings. Maybe you're like this, you feel a really big feeling, and what do you want to do? You want to push that feeling out to as many people as possible. So if I'm panicked, I'm calling Marlene and I'm like, oh my gosh, Marlene, the sky is falling. And then maybe she was a little too calm. So I got to call Eric. I'm like, okay, she didn't give me that emotional feedback that I needed. So I'm going to call Eric and I'm going to go panic for him. And then he's calm. We've already talked about that. So he tries to, and then I'm trying to spread this around so I can get that kind of emotional release. So work really hard not to spread that in those moments. And then I'm going to pick my last one. Okay, we're going to end with this one. Remember that instability can also create opportunity. So there might be some moments that are volatile and we've got to work through it, but that could create the next greatest opportunity in our life. So I like this word. I thought it was a good lesson, but I'm excited to sing to Janet for her birthday.
I am too. This was a good lesson. This was a really good lesson. So, Janet from Idaho, happy birthday. We hope you have the most amazing birthday ever. So here we go. Get the violin out and the harmonica.
Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday
you.
to
Happy
you.
birthday,
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
birthday,
you.
you.
happy
Happy
birthday,
Happy
birthday,
dear
birthday,
dear
dear
Janet.
Janet,
Janet.
to
Happy
you.
Thanks,
birthday.
Happy
everyone. Have a great
Have a
day.
birthday.
Wonderful
Happy
day. I hope you have a
birthday.
God
wonderful
bless.
day.
Bye.
Bless.
Have